We have just gotten the Season 3 Reloaded roadmap for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. I am the most excited for the third episode of Raids coming, as well as the return of Alex as an operator. There is some cringy stuff in this update too, but overall there are some decent things. So it's going to be releasing next week on the 10th of May on Wednesday. And let's run through the blog post right now to see what it is all about. So like I said earlier, the third episode of Raids is what I am most excited for. Price, Farah and Alex push deeper into the Soviet base in pursuit of Hadir and a missing armament. So of course in the last episode we uncovered Alex deep within the Soviet era bunker, and we learned that Hadir wants to team with Task Force 141 to go up against the Russians, and that's where we were left with the cliffhanger. It seems like this mission is still going to be taking place in the same bunker in the Satik Mountains. Unfortunately, the threat moves underground. After tracking down Alex, Gaz breaks off to establish comms with Laswell and provide exfil. So Gaz is not going to be present anymore. I don't understand why they've just gotten rid of him for this raid. I would have liked to see this raid be the first one where we can play as 4 players instead of 3, but instead it's just going to be Price, Farah and Alex. I am really excited to see Alex back in action though. He is one of my favourite characters from Modern Warfare 2019. We will push deeper into the Soviet base, descending into a massive pit where they will navigate old train tunnels and electrically charged waters. With Hadir and the missing warhead still on the loose, every minute counts. So of course, Hadir and Alcatala, who he is the commander of, have access to this warhead from Perseus. And it seems like we might actually go head to head with Hadir. We might physically see him in this raid in the final cutscene for it, which I'll be sure to cover on the channel next week and all the storyline and lore stuff. And you will be able to unlock Alex as a playable operator if you complete this episode of Raids, as well as a unique electrified camo if you complete it on veteran difficulty. Found in a classified area, another unique weapon camo can be earned during this raid. So yeah, I'm really excited to see this storyline play out. I hope that this is going to be the final raid in this bunker, and the 2 after it are going to be taking place in a different location. But that's not the only Spec Ops content we're going to be getting, as we're also going to be getting a new mission, which is Defender, but it's going to be on Hafid Port this time in Al Mazrah, and take on the cartel's new operation. It won't be an easy task. It would just be like the prior Defender versions where you just take on multiple waves, just like classic survival, against increasingly difficult enemies. But unfortunately you only have a limited amount, and then you exfil at the end. So it's basically just in a new location. It's not really a full-on new mission for Spec Ops, but nevertheless we will of course get new intel for it, and there'll be new storyline stuff. Of course this is all tying into the storyline with the Season 3 cutscene where Valeria escaped the prison, and then Alejandro is going to be going after her, the cartel and the special forces going head to head. That'll be following that storyline. It doesn't really have anything to do with the raid, unfortunately. We're also going to be seeing a brand new core 6v6 multiplayer map, which is Alboran Hatchery, set on rolling green hills beneath towering wind farm turbines. Navigate in and around the hatchery storage and warehouse facilities in this medium-sized map, utilizing large cover objects to conduct stealth operations around the map, or climb to the upper vantage points for a view of the surrounding area. Balance your exposure with intel gathering, with the best teams combining these tactics for a highly coordinated fight. Another thing I'm the most excited for in this season is we're going to be seeing a giant version of Infected. So it's going to be just like normal Infected, but it's going to be played on the battle maps with a much greater number of players. Infected is a lot of fun. It's going to be even more fun with all of these players. And we're also going to be seeing this moose skin that looks absolutely insane. Can't wait to try this out. It looks crazy. But yeah, we're also going to be seeing Face Off, just played on the gunfire maps, obviously, with 3v3. You guys know what Face Off is all about. I don't really need to go over that again. Now, there's going to be some new features for Warzone, so perk packages are going to be returning, as well as deployable buy stations, and there's also going to be a Gulag entry key. If you fought your way out of the Gulag already once, you'll get your hands on a Gulag entry key for another chance. So yeah, all amazing stuff. But now for DMZ, there's going to be a whole new experience, which is the Koschei complex. I probably completely butchered the pronunciation there, but basically it's going to be deep within Al Mazrah in the underground complex, brewing something that could shift the entire DMZ as we know it. So we know that there's bunkers, of course, underneath Al Mazrah, and we're going to be able to now go deeper into this. So operators must find a way to locate one of the multiple entrances to this subterranean bunker complex, open it, and redacted. Be proactive in adding illumination to your hardware. Flashlights might be needed as you venture further into this redacted. Secure night vision goggles once you've reconnoitered the redacted. Expect some tough redacted outside of building 21. So a new boss is coming, but yeah, let me know what you think the other redacted words are. And we're going to have NVG goggles as we go deeper in this dark bunker and this underground complex. I can't wait to learn about the lore in DMZ and the storyline related stuff and if there's any Easter eggs in this bunker and how it all plays out, and I'm wondering if that could then tie back into the post-launch storyline that's been unfolding in DMZ as well. Maybe there's a Soviet-era bunker under there or something to do with Perseus. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of this? No further intel can be declassified. It will be up to you, the community, to discover the Koshchi complex for yourselves once this underground facility is accessible during Season 3 Reloaded. So I think this isn't going to be a new map, it's just going to be underneath Al Mazrah. I could be completely wrong here, but it seems like we're just going to be able to play on Al Mazrah and then go underneath, but I could be wrong. Like I said, maybe you'll be able to unlock it in Al Mazrah to be able to just play this section as a completely separate map, but it doesn't sound like that from the description. Before we continue with the rest of the information, I just have a really quick message to share with you, and then we'll get right back to it. This video has been kindly sponsored by World of Warships, which is absolutely free. You can progress through the game's countless ship trees simply by playing the game and accumulating experience. If you check it out and register via the link below or using the code WARSHIPS, you can even enjoy a huge in-game starter pack worth 25 euros containing 500 doubloons, 7 days of premium, 2 million credits, a tier 4 ship and 6 skill points commander, so don't miss out. Immerse yourself in thrilling naval battles and assemble an armada of over 600 ships from the first half of the 20th century. From stealthy destroyers to gigantic battleships, change the look of your ship, choose upgrades to suit your playstyle, and go into battle with other players. The game is on PC, but there's a console version of the game too called World of Warships Legends that you can check out. Naval warfare has never looked this good. Engage in thrilling battles between massive fleets across a multitude of gigantic maps where every maneuver, salvo, or push can mean the difference between utmost triumph and total defeat. From Bismarck to Yamato to Iowa and Hood, the most famous and historic warships of World War I and II have been recreated in breathtaking detail, making World of Warships the most extensive virtual navy museum on the planet. Every playstyle has its place with different classes. Take command of devastating but slow battleships, versatile but vulnerable cruisers, stealthy but lightly armed destroyers, or quick striking and fragile aircraft carriers, and everything in between. The game has rewarding progression. Choose your favorite branch among in-game nations and battle your way up a comprehensive ship tier system following a natural historical progression. Upgrade and customize, install modifications on your ship to fit your playstyle, train your commanders to unlock special skills and augment your fleet with camouflages, signal flags, and more. Play solo or with friends. If the life of a lone wolf is not for you, invite your friends to a division and put your cooperative skills to the test. If you are looking for a real challenge, join a clan, climb to the top of the clan league, and strive to be the best on your server. So yeah, if this game suits you, like I said before, why not check it out, learn the history today via the link in the description, and claim those free rewards, especially because it's free, so there's literally no reason not to give it a try. Next up, Warzone Ranked is finally coming, but it's going to be launching in beta. I guess just like DMZ is in beta, everything seems to be launching in beta nowadays, but of course Trek are working on this, so it's going to be a lot better than whatever Infinity Ward produced, let's be real. But yeah, on screen right now you can see the different ranks that you can progress through. You can just read it on screen. I will also leave a link to the blog in this video's description if you want to read it for yourself. And yeah, you can see some descriptions here. Your skill rating is based on your match performance. Get assists and elimination and place high within the match to increase your seasonal rank. And it's going to feature changes to the regular Warzone. It's going to have competitive settings, a progressive rank system, a visual skill system, and seasonal rewards, all of course on the Battle Royale setting. Of course, it's just then talking about Plunder was recently added. This is of course this moose skin, which I'll talk about further with one of the new blueprints coming. That does look pretty cool, honestly, but I'm not going to be buying any of the bundles because I just don't want to support Activision's shady practices by buying them. I'm just going to buy the main games. But then there's also going to be a new trophy hunt camo challenge. This is going to be a cool event, and here you can see all of the challenges for this event. So for assault rifles, you need to get 250 operator kills. Battle rifles get 30 headshots operator kills. SMGs get 3 operator kills while dying 30 times. Shotguns get 30 hipfire operator kills. LMGs get 50 operator kills while mounted. Maximum rifles get 25 longshot operator kills. Sniper rifles get 30 longshot operator kills. Sidearms get 50 operator kills. Launchers get 40 operator kills. And finally for melee, get 30 operator kills from behind. And this will be so you can go ahead and get yourself some brand new camos. So here's what you're going to be able to get. There's going to be 10 different camos to complete one weapon category. Challenge to unlock a new camouflage for every weapon in that category. Complete all 10 to earn another new camo for every weapon category. Plus a special weapon challenge that shows you mastered the reloaded trophy hunt. So it's going to be like the previous camo challenge that we had. There's going to be some new weapons coming as well. So first we have the F-Tac Siege, which is just the Tech 9. Of course, they can't call it that due to copyright reasons. And you unlock this for getting 50 sidearm hipfire operator kills kills using handguns or of course via a store bundle. But there's also then additionally going to be the GS Magna, which is just the Desert Eagle, but this time it's fully automatic. Yes, that's right. I don't know how exactly they're going to balance this in game, but they said be careful what you wish for. However, this great power comes with great responsibility of managing some incredibly high recoil, and it probably won't be as strong as the regular Desert Eagle, of course. Operators who can tame this beast of a sidearm will be handsomely rewarded with a secondary that can easily compete at extreme close ranges. And you unlock this for getting 30 headshot operator kills whilst using the regular Desert Eagle or via purchasing a store bundle, of course. So in addition, we're also going to be getting the throwing star as just I guess a replacement for a throwing knife. I don't know why this didn't come in season 2 since it was Japanese themed, but nevertheless it's finally released, and you unlock it for getting 50 kills using a throwing knife. Next up, some cringes here. Kevin Durant has been added to Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone as an operator that you have to pay for. Please don't anyone pay for this. This is a complete joke what they are turning Call of Duty into, and again, you're supporting Activision's shady business practices, and I'm sure it's probably going to have some pay-to-win elements in DMZ as well, like all of the recent bundles have, unfortunately. And Kevin Durant doesn't make any sense to be in Call of Duty. They need to be doing cool collabs with movies and shows, and they just aren't at all. They just keep adding all of this cringy stuff to the game. What has the NBA got to do with Call of Duty at all? They did the football event earlier, and I guess that made kind of sense. It was corresponding with the World Cup. It was such a big deal. But this, I don't know. I don't see the point. And again, you're just supporting Activision's shady practices by paying for this, especially because there's probably going to be some pay-to-win elements in DMZ. But yeah, you can see the operator. I don't know why anyone would buy this. You know, it makes sense if you buy some of the cool collabs with movies and shows. It just doesn't make any sense to just buy a sports person when it has nothing to do with the game at all, and it's not even like something cool. And it's not like you can even see these characters in game since it's a first-person game. Of course, they have third-person playlists, but not many people play them. There's also then going to be this soap bundle, which is going to have a classic throwback audio pack. However, again, this is going to have some pay-to-win elements in DMZ, and you will get both 2 different weapon blueprints with this one. I believe it's going to be a full $30. These are completely overpriced. No way in hell should you be paying almost half, or at least a third of the game, the full game, just for these goddamn cosmetic bundles. Complete joke. We also have the 7th Wrath. This looks pretty cool, but again, stop supporting these bundles or the pay-to-win elements are going to get even worse. Then we have the Call of Duty League bundles. Again, I don't really care about all of this, so I'm just quickly going over it here. There is also a Rat Pack. No idea why this is in the game. And we get a look at Alex here. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. So yeah, like I said, I'm not interested in the bundles at all, so I apologize if you are, and I've just completely skipped over that, especially because we've been seeing a lot of pay-to-win elements with these bundles in DMZ. If people continue to buy them, they're just going to add even more pay-to-win elements in the future. And right now, the pay-to-win elements aren't too bad, but they will just get worse and worse, and they won't just be for DMZ. They'll expand over to the regular Battle Royale, the multiplayer, and zombies in the future when it returns, when Treyarch eventually come back. So yeah, that's everything I wanted to talk about in this video. Like I said, I'm the most excited for episode 3 of Raids that we're just waiting for right now. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and make sure to subscribe if you're not here for latest and greatest Call of Duty news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.